The wood driver's a hopeless pile of junk.
Hey, Josh, how you doing?
Oh, John, you know what? It is Monday. I'm here. I'm alive. What more could we ask for, right?
Listen, we're just crashing and burning. That's okay.
Well, it is great to actually see you again. I know it's only been a week, but it's been a long one again. Like there's just so much stuff going on. I have to admit, I'm feeling a little bit under the weather here today.
Oh no.
My daughter came home to me on Friday sick, and I took care of her and everything. And now I'm noticing I'm just not quite me. So
Oh, dude, that's terrible. Yeah, when it starts getting that grab on you, forget it. It's gonna grab you for all you're worth.
All I
Got
can
to
say
crank up that vitamin C.
that's right, and get it over with before the holidays are here. Right?
Yes. Yep.
So, oh man.
Yeah, I've been doing pretty good myself. Not
Good to
too
hear.
shabby. Yeah, I'm health is doing good. I had to take a work spin down through New York City today, and
Oh,
yeah, I don't want to do that again. I don't want to do that again. I'm all set for now. Yeah, it's just the hectic traffic and everything is just crazy. For such a short 45-mile jaunt, it's literally like hours.
yeah. That is one area that if I could drive around it, I absolutely will.
Yeah.
I just, yeah.
Yeah. Not feeling it. Definitely not feeling it. But yeah, so other than that, man, I got some flying in over the weekend, which was
Oh, yeah?
great. Yeah, I actually I was up in Rhode Island, as a matter of fact, on the border.
Very nice. Very nice.
I didn't get to hit some good spots, but I did get to fly some water, which was pretty cool.
Well, it did look like you found quite an awesome view up there, though.
Yeah, dude, it was great. There's this huge sandbar on the border of Stonington, Connecticut, and Rhode Island, and boy, I'll tell you what, wind was blowing, dude. I mean, dude, it was crazy. Definitely not a mini drone weekend. No.
So the flips just in the bag, huh?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, I don't even think the flip saw the light of day. But yeah, the Air 3S, dude. Oh my God, man, it's just insane. I didn't bring the 4. I should have brought the Mag 4, but I already had everything packed, and I'm like, you know what, the Air 3S will be great. And amazing.
That, I mean, do you want to fly the $1,200 to $1,500 drone, or do you want to fly the?
Yeah. If something's got to go crash, let's crash the least expensive one.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, hey, I want to hurry up and say hello to some awesome people in the chat.
Yeah, go for it.
Because I know the channel had an issue here today with coming online.
Yeah.
So apologize about that, guys. I'm not sure actually what happened. It was there on Friday. Today, when I signed in, I noticed that it's not there. But hey, thanks to John there, he got it all hooked up. But anyway, Scott, awesome to see you. Andrew, great to see you, buddy. Rick, going to see you at a dirt track in 2026, man. I'm telling you. We have Hawaii Girl Adventures. I'm not familiar with that one, but I have seen your I have seen your channel online. We have Steve's in the chat, probably sucking down some maple syrup right now.
Hey, Steve, how you doing?
Good old Steve, I'll tell you. Ronnie's out there. Always awesome to see you, buddy. And Akarasho, Mr. Warren himself, was not number one here tonight. Was not number one.
Really? That's crazy.
Number one here tonight actually belongs to Hawaii Girl Adventures.
Congratulations.
So you beat the number one of every show everywhere. So awesome job. But yeah, I honestly I haven't been able to get a drone outside. It's
Really?
so terrible here. It's either raining, snowing,
Ugh.
or we had 50-mile-an-hour actual winds
Wow.
Friday and part of Saturday. So
Woo.
that's a little bit too much here.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know anything would hang with that stuff. I really don't. That's crazy.
Well, Mark Fisher, though, if he
Yeah,
needed that shot,
exactly. If he needed that shot, he'd be on it. He wouldn't care.
hey, Steve said that his wife cut maple syrup out.
Really?
Steve, I'm sorry to hear that, pal.
Steve, I didn't think anybody living in Vermont could do that legally. I mean,
hey Jerry, how you doing, buddy?
yeah, sorry guys, I can't see the chat because I'm having an issue with one of my machines here. So if I'm not acknowledging somebody, I'm sorry guys. I feel like I'm hobbling around on one peg leg. But yeah, so we've got some special guests, Josh.
We do, and they're fresh off of their own drone meetup, which looked to be an amazing event.
Oh yeah,
and I can only imagine that they have some awesome tales off of that. So
yeah. You want to let's bring them in.
Absolutely. Hey, Bob.
Hey, hi.
Great to see you guys.
What's
up,
How
gentlemen?
are ya?
Good. How you guys doing?
Good.
Good.
Nice.
Good. I'm getting ready for the season here, and I had to wear the shirt of the winner and the hat of the loser here.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome.
Well,
yeah, looks like you're ready. You're definitely getting ready, huh? Wow.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Well, if anything,
Good.
Bob, hockey is a long season. So,
I know.
Hey,
Still hurts.
Penguins were the #1 team in the league last week, I think, and now they're not. So, I mean, it happens.
I understand. We're 5th in our division at the moment, and we're 2 points out of first place.
that is anything. So
Yeah. So
And I'm a Ranger fan, so it doesn't matter whether I check the stats or not. Okay, I got to wait 40 years in between Stanley Cups. It just doesn't matter.
Well, the good thing is you just inherited our old coach. So, which hey, dude, Sullivan as a coach, I think is fantastic.
He's a fantastic coach. Yeah, no doubt about it. But midway during the season, we'll pick up 4 or 5 overpriced has-beens who we originally drafted into the league,
right?
But traded them away because we have no patience, and then they became superstars someplace else, and then we bought out their contracts where they have no further need to be on the ice. But that's okay. I'm a Ranger fan. What are you going to do?
That's how it works. That's
how it works,
Well, I'm used to it because I'm a Mets fan also. So you see how that goes, right?
Okay. I'm a Cubs fan, so I understand. We went a long time.
Yeah, New York Mets can only play half a season. It's either before or after the All-Star break. Okay, even though we had the highest salary in Major League sports. Okay?
Wow.
But why should that matter?
That's also largely due to the fact that they're paying players that retired
still are a
decade
no longer even live in the state, so they don't even get taxes from them anymore. I mean, it's so yeah, it's a typical New York, and John, I heard you say that you took a ride into New York City, and my heart goes out to you, bro. It's one of the reasons why I retired elsewhere.
Yes.
Okay?
Yeah. Yeah, I won't.
You know,
I won't do that again.
My 6 mile commute, local commute, my 6 mile commute was an hour and 20 minutes.
Oh.
Okay, from Queens into Brooklyn, and yeah, just entertaining, nothing but entertaining. Okay.
If it wasn't for podcasts, I'll tell you what, podcasts and catching up on my YouTube shows, I wouldn't have gone.
Yeah, no, well, I would commute with, luckily the last good portion of the end of my career was at headquarters, and my wife worked at headquarters also, so she commuted with me, which just meant I had to keep a closer eye on her because she's a right side road rager. And I used to have to tell her, you know, sweetheart, please make sure you wave with all your fingers. Okay, please. You know? So yeah, it was entertaining.
We're starting to get traffic here in Las Vegas. You've been stuck.
Bob, stop.
You know.
Bob, stop. Okay, stop.
Yeah.
In the morning, they announced there's a backup of traffic on Interstate 15. It's only moving at 35 miles an hour, which, by the way, is 10 miles an hour faster than the speed limit of New York City. Okay, so you know, please. The average speed on the Belt Parkway is about 4.5 miles an hour, Bob. Okay, so there's no comparison.
Yeah.
You just Las Vegas just happens to have more cones than any other place on earth in one given place.
We got a lot of infrastructure money.
Yeah, well,
You know?
well. Actually, the traffic cone is our unofficial state flower. Okay.
Yeah.
How long has it been
And-
since you've been in PA though, Tom? Because I'll tell you what,
What?
they're
Look,
everywhere here.
I got to be honest with you, bro. Okay, unless I was going for cheesesteaks, I stayed out of Pennsylvania. Okay,
Understood.
you know, just too many. It's just too many rednecks per square mile. So I had an issue with that, Josh. I couldn't help it. No, I'm only kidding. Had a bunch of friends in the Poconos on the job. You know that they bought houses there. You know, but no, I don't. One of the big reasons was to move away from the snow. Okay, but we can take a 40-minute drive from the house right here and go play in snow right now because we got snow up on Mount Charleston.
Always
and
have
it's
snow.
40-minute drive. 40
Wow.
minute drive away. Okay,
That's
and we're
awesome.
Las Vegas, remember? We had
Yeah.
115 degrees during the summer.
Hey, Don.
So
Oh, that's crazy. God sakes. Unbelievable the differences. It really is.
still better than the humidity in the New York metropolitan area.
Oh, yeah, I'm
Okay?
sure.
I'll take that hands down. Take that hands down, definitely.
Yeah.
Although Rhode Island, guys, I mean, what a great place that is to fly, huh?
Oh yeah.
Just love Rhode Island.
That was
You know?
awesome. That really was. We had such a good time.
Yeah, it's a great meetup. Great meetup these guys put on, Bob. A great meetup.
I
know?
saw so much of it. You know, we're coming to the East Coast in September, and he got his award. We're
Yep.
coming in. We're coming to New York in September and going to Boston and then to Canada. So you know, I'm looking forward to some of that beauty.
The drone cruise.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The fall foliage drone cruise. That's going to be a good time.
That should be awesome. It really should.
Yeah.
I hope so. You know, we sold it. We got as a cruise travel agent, my wife gets blocks, and her first block, you know, our last cruise we had 9 cabins, and it was just phenomenal. We had Barkley and Marcus and a variety of other people, you know, Julio, Santiago, you know, a lot of people were on that first one, and it was just fabulous. They gave her 16 in the first block, and right now I think we have 18 sold. So she had to start another block. So we've got well over 40 people on this cruise this time.
Hey, Rory.
That's fantastic.
Hey, buddy.
Sounds like it's going to be great. Any idea how big it's going to get, Bob?
Well, no, you know, I think you know, at a certain point in time, they're going to cut her off when the the cruise gets the sold out
Booked
to a
up.
certain level, kind of thing. So it's it's fascinating how this business works. We've been doing the cruise business for about 10 years now.
Wow.
And so usually at least once a year, sometimes twice, we take a group on a cruise. And we were taking different groups, and then I said, let's try a drone cruise. And then the Celebrity is the only cruise line that currently really always allows you to bring your drone on board and take it on and off with you. That's the only one. And we encountered Virgin 2 South Florida meetups ago. Virgin wanted travel agents to go on a cruise, so they gave us a 5-day cruise that we took from Miami right before the South Florida meetup, and it was fabulous. And we so right after that, Audrey started working the security system and the management and all of that to get us to allow a group to bring drones.
Okay.
So it worked out, and they welcomed us on the second one when we said we want to do this again, and they said, if you handle it like you did last time, no problem.
Fantastic.
Beautiful.
That is fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah, it should be a good time.
Okay. Yeah.
Now, correct me though if I'm wrong. There's no cruises that leave Vegas.
No.
Yeah, Willow Beach and Lake Mead, but you ain't getting very far. Okay. Yeah. We just actually went on a cruise out of Long Beach. So we had 8 of our neighbors. We went on a 5-day cruise out of Long Beach down to Catalina and Ensenada, Mexico. So that's a 4-hour drive from here. And it's actually a 4-hour drive, not a New York Metropolitan. Maybe in 4 hours you'll get there, but it was just a 4-hour drive, which is nice. And I love to drive. And out here, you get out on the road, it's just one scenic vista after another. So, love it out here. Love it out here.
I can only imagine. I got to get out there next year. Josh and I have it earmarked that we're going to come out for next year's.
Yep.
Oh, that'd be great.
Yep.
Yeah.
We are, we're waiting to see, what's going to happen with DJI. I mean, and what's going to happen to the hobby, and if we're all going to have our vintage drones, and parts will become the black market.
We're still getting together. So it's November 6th, 7th, and 8th. November 6th, 7th, and 8th, 2026. Okay.
Put that in right now.
Yeah.
It's always that weekend right before Veterans Day. Yep. But no, we're blessed because we had another sensational turnout, and we have such great sponsors, and it really can't say enough about the people who participate in these events, which you gentlemen know. Okay, it's a real coming together of a community, and it just to be able to break bread with these people that you see online, okay, or you share an image with, and then you get to hang out with them. So how cool is that, right?
Absolutely.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I mean the ability to actually meet everybody face to face, have that time of interacting, it just anyone that hasn't gone that's in the chat, your next event that you can go to, get to it.
Yeah.
Just
it really is. And you know what? If you're in an area where it might be difficult to get to one of these, create one.
Yeah.
If it's more than a person, it's a group fly, right?
Yeah.
And the number one thing I have to say, especially with new flyers, is their confidence level is always what's at issue, right? When you first bought that drone, and but when you get out there with a few other people, that confidence level just starts to creep right up. Okay.
It sure does.
Because you can bounce, you can bounce things off of each other. And you know what? I haven't met anybody in this community that has their nose up in the air, so to speak, that, I'm a better drone pilot than you, or my gear is better than yours. I mean, honestly, when it comes to gear, I wish I would have gotten into kite flying instead. It would have been a hell of a lot cheaper. Okay. But
I'm not so sure that
it's what happened.
Yeah, well, it depends on what kind of, some of those kites that fly over entire continents, that could get expensive. So, but,
and there's
my
more
wife,
of a chance of the drone coming back than a kite accidentally ended up flying away.
Right.
Well, it's you got to remember there's still an FAA regulation about kites. Okay, 101. Okay, do you have your part 101? Okay, but the wife basically gave me an ultimatum. It was she would allow me to fly drones, or if I bought that Carbon Cub aircraft I was looking at, I'd probably be a single man today. And then, of course, I wouldn't have enough money, for the airplane. So, it all works out in the end.
There you go.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, now that we've experienced our own meetup, what did you guys implement from implement in the second one that you learned that you should have from the first one?
You know what? A loss of memory is probably the best thing. Okay? Because your successful meetup only means you're going to have to work twice as hard for the next one.
Keep it up,
so be careful what you ask for,
kind of thing. So, I think that we learned that, maybe not to stress out so bad that, we don't enjoy the 3 days of everything. It's actually like 5 or 6 days. We had a lot of people came in on Thursday, and then people were still here Tuesday, after it, we were still going back and forth. And I still have, I have some people's luggage here in my office here still that I'm storing because they wanted to pack more goodies back into their suitcase. So
we gave away too much stuff. We gave away way too much stuff. Okay. Well, you know what? Here's the number one advice, Josh.
Want to do that, but we were just like overwhelmed with stuff to give away. So
the number one advice I would give you, Josh, is grow your committee with solid people. Okay.
Yes. The first time was me and Tom.
And our spouses, don't forget them. Otherwise, we wouldn't be alive today. Okay.
Yeah. And but this time
you got to grow your group. Yeah, you got to grow your group. You really do. And that's what makes all the difference, is to have a few people you can bounce ideas off of, a few people to pick up the loose ends and keep reminding us all what's important here.
Right.
Because it does get stressful towards the end, and you do want to wring somebody's neck. Okay, that's if you could see his neck, but okay. So I think that beard serves multiple purposes, by the way. Okay. No, it's having good people. It's having good people, and Bob and Audrey are salt of the earth, and we have some great folks. My wife is the volunteer wrangler. We had 9 volunteers this year.
Yes.
Working the event for us.
That's fantastic.
Okay. Helping us with registration.
Was taken care of.
Yeah, and we had, we got ambitious. So be careful with that too. Okay. we got ambitious. Luckily it worked out for us. We had a few kinks. We're having a post-incident size up probably next week with the whole committee on what went right, what went wrong, and what approaches are we going to take for next year? What's going to be different about it next year? And so that's very important, that everybody gets a little slice of responsibility. And this way, it becomes project management.
Yeah.
It really does, just trying to line things up. And then when you talk to people like Sky Lee, and all of a sudden 3 boxes show up on your doorstep. Okay.
Yep.
And it's like, next year, one of the things we realize we're going to do, we're going to bundle gift packages, because we just had too many things to give away.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And you don't want to spend 2.5 hours giving stuff away. You want to be able to engage. I mean, unfortunately, when we're running the event, we have to moderate it. And, that kind of takes us out of the loop a little bit. And I kind of like being in the loop and being able to, rub elbows with people. Yeah. And sometimes, with an event like this, you don't get to. So that's one thing we're looking at for next year is, hey, how do we all, take a little piece of this and deal with it on the event day? Beforehand, we got the project management going. We have our regular meetings, we're on Zoom, StreamYard, whatever it might be, just to get, the bits and pieces put together. But, it's that event day, making sure stuff winds up in this place and people are taken care of. And, and I'll tell you, without the volunteers, I don't know that we would have been successful.
We would be, we would be so overwhelmed with it.
We'd be overwhelmed by it.
We had a large amount of people that signed up at the event.
Last minute.
That just showed up and said, "Oh, I forgot to pay. I forgot to do this, and I forgot to register and blah blah blah." And it wasn't, our system is different than some other meetups. We actually, we're providing meals. We're providing all kinds of things here, kind of things. So, and everybody, when I went to any meetup, if they had some souvenir thing to buy, I would buy it, kind of thing. So we're actually like including it. We just put it right into part of the whole thing. So it seems to be
and that's it is different, because Bob and I decided early on that there would have to be a charge for registration for a couple of reasons. Number one, it wasn't a charge that we're making a profit on.
Not making any money. No,
not making money on this. The opposite is
true. Did not happen.
But getting people to make that commitment, especially, we're a destination location. Okay. First off, we're giving you an excuse to come to Vegas. Okay.
Yeah.
And, we want to make sure that we have everything in place. We had workshops on Friday, sponsored by Pilot Institute and Aero AI. And, 40 seats in those workshops. We then had a pizza lunch for everybody that day that attended the workshop.
Leftover pizza in my refrigerator in the garage.
That's good, Bob. I'm glad they're in yours and not mine. Okay. Then from there, we went to Parkway Tavern for our social night. And that was a huge success.
Yeah.
Now, the very next morning, we're back at Parkway Tavern, and we have a breakfast menu of $10. This year was like 12 items on the breakfast menu, including steak and eggs.
Wow.
Okay. And that was
which was the most popular order of the day. Yes.
we had a great panel discussion. Okay. We had Bob. Bob was on the panel representing Old Parts with Drones. We had Jose Figueroa, one of our sponsors, who owns and operates Drone Doctor, which is a local sales, repair, consulting drone business. We had Greg Revidu, Pilot Institute. We had Wayne Baker from DJI.
Wow.
We had
I got some slides queued up. You got the time to show those?
I just want to go over who was on the panel, not to make sure we miss anybody, because it was so important for them to be able to be there to answer questions and really talk about those things that are really important to us right now. With DJI in the room, actually speaking their mind about what's going on, it was very refreshing. Which, by the way, Dre Crawford, videoed that whole panel discussions, and it's definitely worth seeing. It's on Recovery
About an
One
hour
Drones.
long. Yeah.
It's about an hour long, but it's definitely well worth it. We had Desiree Eckstein. She's the drone diva on the go video. We had Deb Andrews from Las Vegas Metro Fusion Overwatch team. She's on our committee. We had Vaughn Haya. Vaughn's another member of our committee, retired Lieutenant Colonel, U.S. Air Force, and runs a drone operation here and supports STEM education. And Victory runs a company called Aero AI, and he gave a 2-part workshop on photogrammetry and mapping and taking those data points and turning them into splats and doing walkarounds. He posted a walk through our event and everything. So that was a great time. And then from there, out to the park for the big fly out. And the city of Henderson is one of our sponsors. That's where I live. I live in the city of Henderson, which is the second largest city in Nevada. Bob is just right over the border in Enterprise. He's right there.
I'm a block away from Henderson, but my address is still Las Vegas. So. And
so they're the ones who help us secure the park, get the permits and everything, and they handled all the permits with no bucks coming out of our pocket. But we have a partnership with them is because our committee, one of the things we do is this meetup is our committee goes out and gets in front of kids to support STEM education. And this past summer, we got in front of 700 kids in the city of Henderson during day camps.
Boy, you have a bleacher full of 7-year-olds, and you bring up a Neo and have it chase you. I mean, it was nothing but fun. I got to tell you. Tom put up the Avada and started flipping it in the gymnasium.
They were chanting. They were chanting, flip, flip, flip. Okay, so and then you have to tell the counselors, hey, make sure the kids stay seated on the bleachers. Because the second we spun up props, they all wanted to touch it.
Oh yeah,
all at the same time. Okay, so but we gave out a comic book. With an activity page
that Tom put together. He did a great job of making a cartoon panel, multi-panel cartoons about drone safety. It was just
drone safety, and
that's fantastic.
And they loved it. And then a maze on the back that they had to help the drone find its way to the landing pad.
Yep.
Oh, cool. Okay, Bob couldn't solve the puzzle, but the kids did.
I'm an old fart,
Yeah, no, but you know what? That's one of the things. That's one of the things we strive for with our meetups is to be able to give back. Yeah, to give back, and we had my local council member was there. Okay, Audrey arranged that, so my local council member, Monica Lawson, was there, and Greg. From Pilot Institute helped her fly a drone.
Oh, that's awesome.
He put his drone, his Air 3S, in the hands of a city council person who had never flown anything before in her life. Okay, and handed her the controller and put the drone out over a lake. Okay.
Wow.
I mean, it was fascinating.
She was thrilled. She had a great time. Okay.
Yes.
She got to hobnob with the whole crowd. It was really nice. We had Vaughn Haya, by the way, is also the captain of the Red Rock Search and Rescue drone team. So he was there with one of his guys, Joe. And then you had Las Vegas Metro Police Department's drone unit was there, and the Henderson Police Department's drone unit was there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Henderson's drone unit strangely, was two
Oh, man.
amazingly attractive
oh.
young women.
Guys, right away, I
was-
had my hands out like this. Go ahead, company. It's okay.
It was fascinating, you know. I mean, we had 23 women pilots in our crowd. I mean, it was.
In fact,
Yeah.
I have a shot up right now that I've shared with you guys, and I can show you those two shots right there.
There you go.
So this was our group shot. Okay. You know what? One of the things we have to learn from you guys next year is we definitely need. We had a lot of advertising. We had banners and stuff, but we didn't have a banner to go across that railing, and that's something we need to do because when we took the shot for
Vegas
you
Drone
guys, we
Meetup,
had that banner up, right?
2025,
yeah, and it, you know, such a good turnout. And then these are all the women that were participating as pilots, and you know, so that was a great thing too. Just getting more women into it because there is no barrier here to prevent anybody from joining in, and that was another great thing that we had was their participation. So good time.
That's awesome.
Good time.
You guys had so much going on. You know what we had? Mark Fisher.
That's enough.
Right there.
I have to tell you, that's a handful.
Right there.
That's for sure.
What was that game? What was that game back when we were kids?
Multiple
Battle
times.
of Monkeys. What was it? Barrel of Monkeys, I think. And
We love him.
Mark,
Mark.
you know, Mark brings his own barrel, which is great. I mean, you know,
He does.
He is awesome.
I got a few slides up. Did you get that too, John?
Yeah,
I don't know.
let's see what we got.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. There you go. That's the name of the place that was like our host there. Registration site, volunteers.
one of them was my wife.
Around. That's Chief Wayne Baker from DJI, Michael Wright, Greg Rivido. Tom is in that shot there. Don Hill. Some other people, more women.
Oh, by the way, there's Lovina.
That's Lovina.
Okay. Lovina is
Hawaii Girl Adventures.
Hawaii Girl Adventures, and she's a rock climber.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, that's Jason from Pilot Institute and Audrey, and I don't know who those other two guys are, but more the Isaiah. He was on our committee. Isaiah's a Las Vegas Fire Department paramedic.
Firefighter. Yep. He's a paramedic firefighter. His wife, Callie, she's an emergency department nurse.
Yep.
And there's one of our volunteers, Chris Gill, who wants now to buy a drone. Okay.
Yep.
Oh, that's great.
Nice. And some Bob other guys here, and
go through those. Most people don't know these people, Bob.
No, that's okay. But we had a great time, that's for sure. Yeah. You know, Michael Trucks and Deb and Amy. This Drake Crawford and his wife. Yep. Yeah. And Barry and Sunam. Yep. Wayne Baker and Jose Figueroa from
Drone Doctor.
Yep. And Maria Davis, some of you might know of Maria Davis. She's out there quite a bit. Totality Films. And there's a shot of the crowd there. And that's about that.
Hey, there was one question in the chat. Rick wanted to know who the grand prize winner was.
Barry Ryan. Barry Ryan won the DJI Mini 5 Pro Fly More combo with the RC2 controller. Okay, he won this year's grand prize. Barry is a local, actually. He runs a drone team for the Department of Energy up north in Nevada.
Yeah, share this. I can put up Barry's shot here.
Yeah.
We'll get to the
Barry.
Yay!
Barry won the grand prize. Jay Santiago, who won last year's grand prize,
There he
which
is.
was Jay won an Air 3S last year.
Yep.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
And this year, Jay won an Air 3S case, RC2 cover to go with the RC2 controller. So, yeah.
Oh, that's great.
There's DJI. Yep.
Wow.
Yeah. Hang on, I'll show you a few more winners here. I'll go through it fast. We got 15 of these Lucky Foo sets here. This is a special gift. If you notice at the bottom of the screen, it says staff only. These were made by DJI for their employees, and they had some left over, obviously. This was a gift that they sent out to people, and they also gave to their employees. It's a calligraphy set, a calligraphy brush, and a calligraphy ink. There's a power, like a power block inside of there. A 10,000 milliamp power block is in there. And then there's an entire Lego set of a Phantom 4 that's inside of this box.
A semi-transparent.
Yeah. So you see the insides
Phantom
of
4 Pro V2.
Yes.
Okay.
That's very cool.
And we gave a ton. We gave them all away, of course, and everybody was just thrilled that got them. And then, as you can see, we had a lot of Start RC, Pilot Institute stuff to give away. We were, we just, I think everybody left with something there, just about. I'm pretty sure.
Well, one of the things we do is on the small prizes, your ticket goes back in for the grand prize. Okay. So everybody's eligible for the grand prize, but we basically had to put everybody's ticket back in twice with the amount of stuff we gave away.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's how much stuff our sponsors laid on us. So we were very, very fortunate. And that's besides the registration package that they got, which was a custom hat, a drawstring bag with the logo on it, and a custom T-shirt from the event. So everyone got that as part of their registration. Yeah. And the Pilot Institute workshops, by the way, what Greg and Jason did was it was a $25 charge per workshop. Now the three workshops that Pilot Institute gave was photography and videography. They gave a business, how to start a drone business, and they gave Intro to Part 107, which, by the way, we had 6 Henderson police officers attend that course. Okay. Because we have such close ties with the city of Henderson as one of our sponsors. So we welcome them in open arms. But Pilot Institute winds up giving you a $25 credit to their online courses based upon you taking one of these workshops. So these workshops basically didn't cost you anything. Yeah.
Wow. It sounds like the entry fee was well covered in everything.
$49.95. It was $49.95. And realize, we give away, you get the breakfast with that. If you attended the workshops, you got a pizza lunch. All the bar food and first drink was on us at the social. Okay. That big breakfast the next morning. Then we had 2 food trucks there. We had a barbecue food truck and a taco food truck at the event. And you got a $10 voucher to use at either one of those trucks.
Which one did you have?
So I had the tacos, which I really enjoyed, by the way.
Yeah.
Okay.
Vaughn had recommended that particular taco truck.
Yeah, Mr. Taco.
And everybody was really nice happy. People. I had the barbecue. I had the brisket on a bed of mac and cheese. It was phenomenal.
You couldn't go wrong. You couldn't go wrong.
It was
And
good.
then we left Saturday night open because people came to Vegas, right? So go
There's a few
experience
other
Las
things
Vegas.
to do here.
Yeah, there's plenty. Just a couple of things to do here if you get bored,
Yeah.
right?
You know.
Then we had an adventure book that we provided in everybody's bag. Was an adventure book with close to a dozen different locations you could go fly at. And Lovina, by the way, she chaperoned the Mount Charleston group going up there because she's a rock climber, and she had provided a Google map with all the spots to stop at to capture imagery. Okay.
Awesome.
I went with Bob.
That we have
Audrey,
to share if anybody's visiting
Yeah.
Las Vegas. Happy to share
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, reach out to us. We'll share the adventure book with you. So if
Yeah.
you're out here vacationing or something like that, and you convince your spouse to bring your drone, we have an adventure book for you. Okay. But we
Excuse
had
me,
a
I'm
group
sorry
go.
the dogs are freaking out. I don't know why.
We had a group go down to Lake Dolores, which is an abandoned water park in the middle of the Mojave Desert. Okay.
Wow.
To fly FPV drones through the abandoned lazy river. So we had a group that did that.
Oh, that's cool.
And then
It
there's
is
a sculpture
ultimate
park.
FPV
Yeah.
spot for sure. Yeah.
So we had a ton of places. We went to Red Rock on Sunday.
Yeah.
And then people stuck around for a bunch of people stuck around for Monday as well.
Yeah.
Okay. And wanted to go out to places. So, that was great. But I would say probably this year, it was good to see. I would say probably 60% of the attendees were in our tri-state area, so to speak. Okay. Which is actually, California, Arizona, and Utah.
Mm-hmm.
So we had a larger showing, which is good because last year Bob and I got beat up by the locals saying, "Oh, we didn't know anything about the event." Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So
I've heard
we
that.
try to get more and more word out
I bet you
locally,
did.
right? Yeah. So you can't always make everybody happy, but you do your best.
We
You do
try
your best,
our
right?
hardest to get it in front of everybody, and I know, we miss people. I think I'm being, obnoxious sharing it so many times, but
Yeah, I mean,
no, good time.
yeah, it's all good. A lot of fun.
That's definitely hard to you're going on all these sites, you're promoting it, saying what's going on, and you think you have your bases covered, and then you find out that there's 10 other local groups with hundreds, if not thousands more.
Yep.
Yeah. Never even heard about.
Always more. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I met this year. I met a number of people that I've never met before. And we've created some great new friendships and new connections. And I'm right now. One of the people that came was he's a doctor. He's a podiatrist here in Las Vegas, and he wants to fly FPV, and he knows nothing about beta flight and pairing and all of that kind of crapola. That he wants to do real FPV kind of thing. And so I'm fixing him up with Amy. Amy is a drone pilot here who does some phenomenal FPV stuff in addition to, her camera drone stuff. But Amy flew around the meetup this past time with shark, whatever, what do you Fat Sharks goggles.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
This drone was this big.
Oh, it's smaller than that, Bob. It was a mini whoop. Yeah,
mini whoop. I mean, it was tiny. And I mean, I was standing talking to somebody, and all of a sudden, this little drone with a camera on it is like buzzing in my face, kind of thing. I mean, she's phenomenal at being able to control that, So
wow.
Well, we also got on the local news here, which was nice.
Yes.
Okay. We got on Fox 5,
the
local news channel here, which was nice. Well, next year, again, we'll put out the press releases, and that's one thing you guys should do as well.
Yeah.
Okay, put out a press release and talk about the community, what it does for the community. And we actually had a photojournalist come out and cover the event. And it was great because one of the things they really highlighted was Red Rock Search and Rescue. That's a volunteer group, by the way. And they operate under FEMA, of course. And they go out and they leverage the drones, okay, for a quick identification of, children or at-risk adults and things like that, and hikers and rock climbers, and so they're out there. They
we
get
have
quite a
some
few
beautiful hiking
responses.
places, but if
Yeah.
you're not an experienced hiker and you don't know the terrain and you're not in and out of that often, you can easily get stuck. And
Absolutely.
I mean, if you're
Yeah.
stuck up a cliff, that you were able to climb up on, and then it can be, there's been a lot of people that got lost that way, so I mean, but being able to pinpoint where they are, get a crew up there and get them down is a lifesaver so much, and that's what these guys do.
And that would be me. I have no problem climbing. It's that coming back down part that I don't want anything to do with. You know what? Send a helicopter, send Superman. I don't care. Just get me down.
Well, the going up is the problem I have. Okay, because I'm pretty sure I can still rappel down. It's the climbing up I can't do anymore. Okay, but when we went out on Sunday, that's exactly what I did with my Mavic 4 Pro. Was I wanted to film the rock climbers, and the one thing you shouldn't do is get close to a rock climber.
No, don't make them scared.
That
Don't
Mavic 4
them.
Pro, that thing is a freaking dream, man.
Yeah.
I looked like I was on this guy's shoulder using that 6-power optical zoom.
Mhm.
Okay. And it was awesome. It was just awesome to get that close-up kind of shot there to show what they were actually doing. And it's pretty cool stuff. Red Rock Canyon is one of those unique places that, even though it's part of the national park system, it's a national conservation area, you can actually fly your drones there. You just can't fly in the wilderness areas, okay?
Yeah.
And you can't annoy people. That's the other important thing. Okay, even though it's legal to fly. Okay, I'm going to say this: don't pull a Ken Herron. Okay, don't pull a Ken Herron.
We were last year. We were asked to bring our drones down and go to another part of the park.
It's because Bob annoyed somebody.
And
it wasn't just me this time.
Male Karens were there that wanted to complain about Amy flying in Nevada, maybe too close to human beings.
Mhm.
Yeah, we have to remember our place, right?
Yes.
But Ken, I believe, asked, did anybody go down to the water park? And I remember last year Ken was there. Okay, he just happens to show up in places you don't expect. Buckeye drones. The only thing I missed,
Rick,
Ken, this year I missed there were no Ohio State coasters anywhere to be found in the bar. I don't understand what happened there, but yeah, a crew went out there. We had a crew go up to Amargosa sand dunes. The sand dunes up north are 50 stories tall.
Wow.
If you can imagine that. Okay.
Wow, that's huge.
I want to address Rick Williamson there on the screen there. There is a group coming to, they have sold the property of Lake Dolores, and there is some talk of actually reopening it, rebuilding it and reopening it. But
they're rebuilding a water park in the middle of the Mojave Desert. Yep. Let's do that. That makes perfect business sense. Okay.
Somebody
thank you,
needs to dump some cash.
California. Thank you, California, for not caring how much water you use out of our Lake Mead. Okay,
it was
thank you very much.
Water park I ever saw in my life. Okay, and like I said, I've lived here for 50 years, 51 years, and that drive to California when I had a young child when I was younger, and I mean, you had to stop if you drove by there. You had to stop there. I mean, it was a requirement if you're driving from Las Vegas to Southern California. You had to stop there and let the kids out, and they got $100 out of you, rapidly, and
Well, what happened was the roads got wider, the traffic got faster, and you could get to Vegas a lot quicker.
And water
so it
parks
wasn't a whole day
started up
trip
everywhere.
Yeah, and now of course we have water parks here in the greater Valley area. So, but there's so many unique places to fly out here, and that's the great thing is, I say it all the time. It's a target-rich environment out here.
Yeah.
There's always places to fly, and we didn't even talk about flying on the Strip. There were, no doubt, there were a couple people who did, but they had zero grid authorization.
Yeah,
we're very clear about that. Okay, you basically have to get zero grid authorization. You have to have an airspace authorization already approved. You better have all your ducks in a row, meaning you better have a ton of liability insurance. And the sidewalks, you can't fly from the sidewalks on the Strip because the casinos own those sidewalks, and you better clear it through their security. Otherwise, I'll tell you, you lift your drone on the Las Vegas Strip, within about a 2-minute to 3-minute time frame, there will be a Metro Police unit
There'll be an
rolling
officer
up on
standing
you.
next to you.
Wow.
Yeah, and you better have the right documentation. Otherwise, say goodbye to that drone and hello to a $1,500 ticket. And that's not your biggest problem, because your bigger problem
the FAA
is
is coming after you.
well, if you know what, the FAA is not even that bad. What's really bad is if you cause a ground stop at Reed International Airport, which, by the way, abuts right up to the Strip, then you have airlines coming after you for lost revenue. Okay, so this is I would say after DC, this is one of the most regulated airspaces is the Strip.
Wow.
Now
Something
they
tells
just
me that-
released. Yeah, look, if you have a skill set, look, last year Vic was on the Strip. Cops pulled up. Vic takes out his binder. We recommend people, if you do this, you have a binder. And in that binder, you have all your credentials, you have all your registrations, you have your standard operating procedures, okay, your checklist, your airspace authorization. Better have a copy of that Lance Zero Grid. And when they pulled up, Vic, very matter of fact, hello, expected you guys, here you go. And they asked Vic, do you mind staying for a little bit? Because we want to call in a couple of other units to check this out so they can see how the right way to conduct a drone operation is on the Strip.
Wow.
And that's exactly what they did. So, and we have a few locals who, we have a few locals here who conduct business on the Strip using drones, for construction projects and all. So, you just have to have your ducks in a row. That's all.
Right.
But as far as other there's so many other places to fly out here that you don't even need to go near the Strip. And there's places you can catch a great sunset or sunrise with the Strip in it from a lot of vantage points, without including Bob's driveway. Okay.
My driveway was on Sunday night. I got a phone call from a couple drone pilots, said, can we come to your house and come to your driveway? From my driveway, you get a pretty decent shot of the Strip. And I have to tell you, I saw the Mavic 4 Pro from my driveway shoot the sphere, and you could read the words that were on the sphere from my driveway.
Wow.
I mean,
Bob's in Class B, but you can Lance auto prove up to 200 feet. 150 now?
Yeah, it's 150. here. I'm in between two airports.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You know, I mean,
Yep.
a mile in either direction, it's 0. You know, so
Wow.
you know, but I'm right in this little narrow space here, and you can go up and you get a beautiful shot of the Strip from there. And then after they finished, they said, "Can we come back the next night?" They called me on Monday night. Said, "Can we come back?" Okay, and they came
You know,
back.
it's that
So
second round.
probably-
You want to get all those shots you knew you missed after looking at that first round of shots.
Exactly.
Ooh, I wish I could
You
have.
may see them on Drone Nation tonight because one of those guys was Michael Wright. Okay, and as you know, Michael Wright comes to everything. You know,
Absolutely.
I mean,
Yeah.
he is the aficionado of drone meetups. That's for sure. You know, and one of the nicest human beings on the planet.
He certainly
Yeah.
is. Certainly is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Absolutely.
he was one of my driveway shooters here, and I hope that tonight
Well,
on
he
Drone
was
shows that
bunking
off.
with Jay Santiago with Julio.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now you've identified
So-
everybody.
Yeah. Yeah.
Very
But
awesome.
you know what, guys? It's great that we have this community. It's great
Yeah.
that we're able to share these things with each other. I've grown my circle of friends. You know, coming from where I came from, you know, I had a huge department and a huge bunch of brothers and sisters. And when I retired, you know, there's a bit of a void there, right?
Mhm.
Especially coming out here. Now, if I would have moved to FDNY South, which is Florida, yeah, I'd still have all those people to deal with. But
Yeah.
you know,
Being
coming out
surrounded,
here,
yes.
coming out here, it was you know, a little bit of a gap.
Although you do
to
have
fill,
some
and
people here, right?
well, I'm part of an FDNY Retirees Association out here, so like you don't
There
feel
is,
old enough as it is, right? I mean, you know, get together with a couple of other old adults to complain about what things were like back in the 80s. Yeah, it's very gratifying, very gratifying. But you know, look, our circle of friends has grown out here, and our extended family has grown out here. So that's really nice, you know.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I'm actually starting to meet people around here too, because when I had gone to South Florida, I didn't know anybody up here was into drones at all. Right. So
Right.
by the time that we had our event in Rhode Island, I knew 2. Well, not this past weekend, but the previous one, I was out with one of those 2, and we had 2 people come up to us, and I'm thinking, here we go, you know, like, are they going to be, you guys can't fly here, you know? And they came up and they're like, hey, we see you guys have some goggles over here. Are you guys flying? I'm like, yes, we are, you know? So it's actually neat, you know, whenever you meet somebody actually new like that, and you start talking about all the things actually you do, and hey, we have 2 new people coming to the Northeast Drone Meetup that we just randomly met. So, you know, now
That's
I
great.
didn't
Great.
pull,
Yeah.
I didn't pull the Captain Ray and have business cards and offer up everything, you know, but I haven't gotten there yet.
Wow.
It's and that's a great thing. I mean, you know, it's funny because one time I was flying in Red Rock, and there was a Karen, and she was yelling across the parking lot, "You can't fly here!" And my wife, oh, thank you very much. Really appreciate that. That sentiment. Yeah. I wasn't there for the stabled horses, but it wasn't too far back. But the thing was, you know, I was flying the Avata 2 and sitting on the tailgate of the truck with the wife. And my wife knows the routine. Right away, she says, hey, my husband will talk to you once he lands. Okay. Oh,
Nice.
You can't fly here. I'm calling the ranges, this and that. And as I'm coming back in, a white Suburban pulls next to me. And my wife goes, oh, I think it's the park rangers. I said, yep, it sure is. And when I landed, the ranger came out from his Suburban and he walked over to me and he said, is that the new Avata 2? Yes, it is. And meanwhile, the distraught woman was still yelling from across the parking lot, "You're going to give him a ticket? You're going to give him a ticket?" And he turned to her and he said, "Nah, he's allowed to fly here." And then re-engaged me with, "How much did that cost? How do you like it?" So it's pretty funny. And the same thing, look, traveling to the drone meetups, and you guys see what I bring. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
And I got 3 drones in there and at least 15 batteries and filters and everything else. And when I'm going through TSA, I have TSA pre-check, thank goodness. But when I go through pre-check, I'll see it go through the X-ray machine once, twice, back again, and then I get through, and all of a sudden it comes out and somebody walks up and goes, "We're gonna have to hand check that." And I go, "Oh, okay, no problem." And they unzip it, open it up, and the next thing they go is, "Hey, is that the Mavic? Is that the Avata?" And my wife just rolls her eyes because she knows it's going to be 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay, because we're going to have to go through everything. When you share a passion, it's hard to just say yes, it is, and walk away. So that's what's funny about it. Yeah.
Certainly is. Yep.
Yeah. Only 3, Jim. Only 3 drones. Okay. I have to keep the rest of the Air Force on standby here in Nevada. Okay, when I travel, just in case. Okay. But yeah, I was just checking my inventory up on the FAA the other day, and kite flying would have been much cheaper. Really would have.
I hear that.
Oh man.
I do.
So did you guys think you topped out? I mean, how versus the first one versus the second one, attendance wise? Or did you guys
around? You know what? Almost the same, right? Almost the same, Bob. We were up in the upper 80s, and we're of course worried because this was a really successful event, and I'm fearful of next year because
I think
trying to keep the standard up.
Bigger than we said, like 125. If it got bigger than that,
we set a cap.
Bigger than 100 people, it would be difficult.
Again, that's the whole thing. We do have to cap the event. We really do, and because you know what, you don't want to be a bad neighbor. The city of Henderson, they're great neighbors. They're great sponsors. We want to make sure that what we do is manageable. And that everybody gets value out of it. Look, you paid $49.95, but honestly, if you're coming from out of town, you probably paid almost $1,000 or $2,000, with air travel and hotels and maybe a rental car or something like that. And we don't want to have a half-assed event. You want to make sure you give them good value, and there's a reason for them to come back. And that's, that's the thing we heard at the event all day on Saturday was, what are the dates for next year? What are the dates for next year? And, that's great to hear.
Fantastic.
That's
Absolutely.
great to hear. Yeah. My wife then talks me off the ledge at that point. Okay.
Having now experienced our own, the amount of work involved, you don't really see it if you're not one of the ones behind the scenes.
Right.
And then when those days come, you can't just enjoy them.
Yeah, no.
You are enjoying them. You are enjoying them, but you're not able to enjoy them the same that
not the same. Not like when I came to your guys. It was
when I go to another drone meetup.
Yeah,
it's so much different than being the host of a drone meetup. It's kind of thing. But
and it's
that's
good.
Why
I mean,
you guys need a committee. That because I have to tell you, the night before the event, we had everyone here at my house
on the committee at the house.
We filled up my entire house, and everybody had a job stuffing bags, making the badges, getting the badges in the holders, getting the
with
drink
the voucher
tickets for the breakfast and the lunch and all of that stuff, all organized, and shirt sizes and everything organized. It was a lot less problems this year than it was last year. That's for sure. So
Yeah, Bud still thinks Amtrak stops in Vegas. Okay,
yeah,
no matter how many times I've told you, Bud. Okay,
they stopped.
gotta walk
They
the last
stopped
mile,
us being
okay?
a stop.
Yeah.
You can take a bus here. There is buses there. You
And I
can
think
take
I think
a
I
bus.
think Bud would fit right into that Greyhound travel group. I really do. I don't know. I'm just saying. No, Bud, we would love to have you out here, and whatever arrangements we got to make, just reach out. We'll make it happen, bro.
We'll figure it out.
We'll
Yeah.
make it happen. Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
And that's, you know what?
You might be able to hitch a ride with Rick Williamson, and you know, as he drives across the country.
You just don't know where Rick's going to be at any given point. And now that Rick's retired, oh my God, he could pop up. Oh shit, is that my doorbell? Oh no. Rick could wind up anywhere at any time.
And actually, you joke, but it's true.
Yes.
For anyone that doesn't know Rick, trust us. He could pop up at anyone's door.
He has multiple times.
Yes.
Okay.
Anytime.
Yeah.
He could be on his way to your place right now.
That's the scary thing. That's the scary thing, Josh.
Do the dishes, you know.
Ding dong. What?
Yeah.
So Bud's looking for a ride from Indiana, I think, right? Is it Indiana or Illinois?
Oswego, Illinois.
Illinois. Okay.
You know, it's a town that I know well. When I was a kid growing up, the commercials were be there, U.S. Dirty Drags at Oswego drag strip, you know. We always would go there for the drag strip. That was
hey, John.
You know, great.
Bud, it sounds like Bob's coming to pick you up. Okay, so
Bob's on his way.
He's on his way now.
I just heard yesterday my band that we got back together this year. We performed. The nightclub we performed at has reached out and want to know if we're available for August 1st. They want us to do a whole 2-hour set.
That's old farts with guitars.
Old farts
okay, not to be confused with old farts with drones.
Yes,
that's fantastic though. That is great.
Yes,
that is great.
We're gonna, be new type rock and roll stars here.
That's awesome. Now, Bob, do you think you'll actually pick up Bud in your everyday vehicle, or are you going to take out the sleigh that day?
Well, the only way for Bob to make it from here to there in time is with the sleigh.
Into the sleigh, I would do it.
Yeah. Except the sleigh is pulled by Bob's 2 dogs, by the way. So I already think they've exhausted their payload capacity. Okay, they're about this big, the 2 dogs. Okay.
Yeah. That's our children. That's now our children. That's for sure.
And then Bob and Audrey dressed them up as elves. Okay.
I have pictures. Yes. No. In fact, they're requested. Saks Fifth Avenue does a Saturday before Christmas. They do a Christmas with Santa at Saks, and they advertise "Bring your pets" for pictures, and we have both of our dogs on our laps also, kind of thing. And it sometimes turns out to be a whole menagerie of all kinds of dogs and cats there,
That's fantastic though.
Oh man.
It
is
I
funny.
go from the drone meetup into Santa. I'm booking Santa gigs today. Earlier today, I was on the phone with people booking Santa.
Wow. Yeah, it's going to be your busy season, huh, Bob?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of fun.
I can't wait for those candid snapshots that you put out every so often that somebody might take. It's like, you know what? There's an awful lot of naughty elves out there.
There are a lot.
Oh, the nightclub scene here.
Yes. I was like, wow.
We got connected with them a few years ago, and it's called it's called the Tao Group here, and they manage about 7 or 8 nightclubs and day clubs now. There's day clubs, they've taken over swimming pools and turned them into, daytime nightclubs. And so, I've been at both, kind of thing now. And it's horrible what Santa has to go through.
It really is when,
It
the
sounds
first
awful.
time Roz and I saw a picture of Bob at the strip club as Santa, I said to him, Bob, really? And then Audrey goes, I book it. They pay well.
Oh,
Okay.
she
And
comes
just so you know,
and,
just so you know, Bob is multifaceted. Okay. Just so you know.
Oh yeah.
There's multiple seasons out here.
yes,
Some would say there's a Bob for all of them, right?
A Bob for all seasons. Yes,
That's
Josh,
right.
a Bob for all
it's all
seasons.
good.
Okay.
Yeah, Bud could be an elf. Yeah, that's good. I like, I usually have a 6'2" elf with me. Brian here. When we do photography on site. Kind of
Yeah, something. I don't know that you should have mentioned the bad elf. Okay, Bob? Anybody who's met Brian will know what I mean.
If you want right now, if you want to see some shots.
It's just, it's funny. It's funny.
No.
Oh man.
It's been just amazing. I am doing an event for the Raiderettes, this year for the
That would be cool.
Nice.
Raiders,
Another
the
tough
Las
one,
Vegas
Bob.
Raiders
Another tough
football
one.
team. They do a variety of things for the community,
Oh yes, they do.
Yes, they do.
I can vouch for that. Yep, they do.
They make a lot of people very happy.
Yeah.
Yes, they do.
Yes.
Now I have to ask: is Santa going to be bringing anybody a Neo 2?
I hope so. I hope somebody brings Santa a Neo 2. I mean, my real hope is I can when Santa season is over, there's enough money to buy a Mini 5 and a Neo 2. I really think that's what I
You're
want.
saving up for that extra tariff. Okay.
Yeah.
There you go. There you go.
Yep.
Yeah. I just got a notice today. I'm buying gift things for another client, and it's coming from China. And I got a note today from UPS saying there's a tariff. That I had no clue that was going to happen. But, so I'm going to deal with my vendor there on who's paying this tariff here. So
Yeah. It's always a crapshoot. It is. It really is.
Yeah.
yeah.
Got a couple of
Yeah,
items.
I bought a battery, for the Mavic 4 Pro. I bought the battery, got it delivered, and then a week and a half later, I got a $20 notice from FedEx. It wasn't a scam.
After the fact.
It wasn't a scam. $20. I was like, yeah, okay, because I have a FedEx account that came through that, so I knew it wasn't a scam. And sure, when I looked at the waybill number, it matched the battery. So,
boy.
Wow.
Yeah.
it is what it is. I got lucky on the Mavic 4 Pro. Not paying a tariff, so I can't complain. Can't complain.
Have you ordered a Neo 2 yet, Tom?
No, I haven't, Bob, because I don't know how many more drones I can have sitting up on the shelf here. So,
I'm so happy.
Hey, Ron.
Mine is sitting right next to me here. I am so happy with this. I have to tell you, I've changed the blades, as you can see. That's the Gem Fam 5 blades. And of course, that's the Velcro for the remote ID module. And I've got an FAA number on this is registered on my account because I have flown this over people as a 107 pilot.
Wow.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah. And with the 2, it looks like it's going to be even easier because it's going to handle things a lot easier, I think, overall.
But it doesn't have
but I'm still surprised. I'm still surprised they didn't put RID in it.
Yeah, I am too.
or activate RID in it, which to me is a shortfall. But again, great improvements, great improvement on it.
Yeah.
But you know, I like the Flip too. I think the Flip is an awesome drone. You know,
Absolutely.
I like that drone. That's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
But you know, I tell you, right now I think I got the magic potion with the Air 3S and the Mavic 4 Pro.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
And that's why things are sitting on the shelf here, because there's, you know, what is that? That's
the
your
remote
module.
ID
right?
module.
Yeah.
Is actually that the Ruco? Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, Ruco.
Yeah.
Very nice.
And you know, I tell you, the Mavic 4 Pro, that's quiet.
Yeah.
It's a low tone, right? So much quieter. And
I was surprised.
Oh man,
Yeah,
great,
you know,
great camera, great.
that thing in the driveway here
stunning
with Mike, and I was surprised how quiet it is. I mean, you know, neighbors walk by and they didn't have anything to hear or say or anything.
You get 50 feet
why are those
up,
guys
and it's
looking at
really
their phones?
no issue.
You know?
Yeah.
That thing is
And
a
the,
beast.
And John, you have the RC Pro 2.
Yeah.
And that's a game changer. That's a game changer right there. Right?
You put those
That's a
two
game changer.
together, and it's unbelievable.
It's
a whole
magic.
other
It's magic.
experience. Yeah.
I showed Bob. I had to create a cheat sheet for all the button customizations.
I know. It's
Okay,
crazy.
I'm like, yeah. I had to create a cheat sheet for it. You know, just so I could remember. You know, that damn 5D switch on there just alone. I got so much programmed into that, right? And then I have John. I got a drop unit for it.
Did you really?
Okay.
I saw that.
Start RC. Reach out to Sky. Start RC has a drop unit for the Mavic 4 Pro that works off of the landing light.
Mm-hmm.
So the first thing you got to do is you have to shut the landing light off. You have to take it off of auto.
Okay.
So that when you manually activate it, that will activate the drop.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's pretty cool. I did a video on it on my channel, but it's a pretty cool device. Not that you're going to carry a lot, but the other thing is it's got a mounting spot for a camera on top of it, so it sandwiches the drone. Okay?
Oh wow!
But on top, it's got a 1/4-20. So I went ahead and I threw the Insta 360 X5 on top of it.
Oh jeez!
And the Mavic 4 Pro handled it with. It was like it wasn't even there. Okay,
that's
it wasn't
unbelievable.
even there. It was great. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
So Tommy, you coming
that's a
to
great
South
drone.
Florida? Are you coming to South Florida, Tom?
No, South Florida I won't be able to because the family's getting together. They're not getting together. This I just was told they're not getting together for Easter. They're getting together the week after. So that is South Florida Drone Meetup. You know, I know that Ray moved it. Of course, you're not having people coming down there for Easter, but that's when the family's going to get together. So I don't think Florida this year. If you guys don't wiggle too far on the date in September, then I'm hoping maybe I can make that one. But if you want to push it later in that month, I think we could even get Bob there because we'll be in New York. What is our trip, Bob? Is the 19th through the 26th? Yeah.
The cruise leaves.
So
September,
that's when the cruise leaves.
But we want to go
September
in
19th,
earlier than that.
Yeah.
My wife is dead set on going to New York and seeing some Broadway shows, and I want to go flying with Jeff Norman and with Stevie Bronx and
Ray Kelly. Ray, the Snowbird is up north at that time of year. So
so I want to go fly some around the New York area, so ahead of time, and then get on the cruise.
Yeah. And I'm not going to fly in New York when I'm there.
No.
Well, Bob might actually get to meet the notorious, famous Eddie Nunez and Stevie
Oh,
Bronx.
I've met Eddie. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, so
I've met them both in Florida. Yeah. Yeah.
That's
All
cool.
fun. All good.
Yeah, I
Guys,
don't
I
know.
gotta bail here. I'm sorry. A variety of things are calling me, so I'm gonna bail out here. I appreciate you guys having us on, and you know, like I say, I mean, this friendship is not gonna just end
Right.
here ever, kind of thing. This
That's
is. I'm so happy this happened, and that Drone Rogues happened, and that we're all enjoying this together.
Yeah, no, thank you guys so much. We really appreciate
you.
it. And yeah, Bob,
You
thanks
know.
for everything. Tom, as always,
Okay.
you know what? You guys you're killing it out
Thanks.
there, and we really appreciate it. Hope we can shoot up with you guys next year. But and until then, hopefully
forward
we
to it.
meet up at another meetup coming up. Who knows?
Definitely,
Whether
definitely.
Florida or
You know,
Northeast.
Look, I get back to the Northeast on occasion. I definitely got to reach out to you guys. Okay.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
So, you know
Sweet.
what? It's your meetup was a blast. It was the first time I took the Orient Point ferry.
Mm.
Okay.
Yep.
And the whole time I lived in New York, it was the first time I took that. That was great. I cut an hour and a half off of my drive.
Oh, that's great.
Didn't have to go through. By the way, Connecticut is the biggest state you ever drive through, by the way. Okay.
Yes.
So I don't know how that's possible. Okay.
Oh, this
Oh,
You know,
I know, it's
You gotta go.
ridiculous.
you can't go this way. You got to go this way. Okay.
Oh, it's horrible.
It is. And then, I would goof with people out here. You heard Bob. Oh, traffic's getting bad out here. He doesn't have a clue. He just doesn't have a clue. But to get out of the New York metropolitan area, it's a good 2-hour drive. No matter
Yeah.
where you are, just to get out of the metropolitan area. Here, I can be in 3 different states in that amount of time.
Wow.
So it's so much, and I love
Yeah.
to drive. But if
Mhm.
you put me in bumper to bumper traffic, there's no better sleep aid on the planet.
Yeah.
Okay. And I could jump out of the driver's seat, let the wife take the driver's seat, and once I sit in the passenger seat, I'm freaking wide awake. Okay.
Yeah. Yes.
But you give me 300 straight miles to drive.
Mm.
I don't blink an eye. That's
Yeah.
great.
Piece of cake. Yeah.
And then we have an RV, so we'll tow the RV around. Once a month we'll go out for 4 or 5 days midweek because we're retired,
Mhm.
and we'll go out adventuring. And the drones come with us.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's the
That
great
is
thing
awesome.
about it is, I can recon with the drone. So if we're going to go off grid, I
Mhm.
can send the drone up and check out what the road looks like.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Before I try to venture down it,
Yep.
make sure at least I got to turn around someplace. So,
Yes.
and again, when we're out with the drones, people just pop up and go, "Oh, wow, what kind of drone is that?" Or, and you grow your circle. That's the great thing about it,
Easily too. Way too easy.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Definitely.
But
Well,
all right,
guys, thank you
it's
so
been- yeah.
much, man. We appreciate it. We appreciate you getting the word out about it beforehand as well. So thanks so much. And
Always.
we definitely look forward to seeing Josh. I love watching your shit that you put up there, man. Getting that access. Yeah, I was thinking about, we got a Las Vegas Speedway right here, not the NASCAR track, but we got a place over
Right.
here.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking about approaching them and going, "Hey, can I fly your track?"
Absolutely.
I do have to get some Lance authorization because we have a medevac company that's probably less than a mile away. But on this track, of course, you can drive all the luxury cars, but they also have highway pursuit police vehicles you can drive on the track.
Wow.
Then they have an off-road track, and then they have a kart racing track, not to be confused with go-karts, by the way, folks.
Mm.
Okay. Which my wife, I pulled a fast one on the wife and had her go kart racing with me one day. And she didn't understand why she was signing off all these liabilities on a clipboard. She goes, "But I never had to do this for go-karting." And then they took her in a room and she got to pick one of the jumpsuits, which right away that was like, oh, ooh, wardrobe's involved. That's great. And then they slipped a Nomex hood on that head of hair she's got.
Oh boy.
Okay. Put a helmet on her and then put a donut on. And she's like, this isn't go-karting, is it? Okay. So that was interesting. I try not to tell the wife ahead of time exactly what we're doing. Okay. I like her to say afterwards, no, I'm not going to do that. Then I point to the sign that says no refunds. Okay. And I usually get away with it, but it's great. She's right there in the trenches with me, which is fantastic. And
that is awesome to have that.
Makes a huge difference. And again, she handled all the volunteers this year, and they were all our neighbors here, and 2-block area here. They all my local neighbors. Like, hey, you got that drone thing coming up? We want to help out. We want, and these aren't drone flies. Wow. Although one of them now wants to fly a drone. Good. So, but nice. Just wanting to help out, which is great. Which was great, awesome. And we had people coming up to us during the event that didn't know what was going on, and they just walked over and said, wow, what is this? What's going on here? And we explained it to them, and they were like, can we have a card? Maybe we can participate next year. And that was, fantastic. Now, we didn't have a baptism, though. So we didn't outdo you guys.
Okay.
You got it. Yeah. Hey, we spared no expense on that either.
I'll tell you, I wasn't sure whether it was a baptism or a wet t-shirt contest, but it was interesting nonetheless. Okay.
There was a lot going on. There really was.
There was a lot.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever heard of baptism with Jimi Hendrix played in the background over a PA system.
Yeah, well, the only problem there you have then is a copyright strike when you try to put that stuff up online, right?
Yes, and since we were live,
you got to get Mark, okay, to start using like Epidemic Sound or something like that to put his backing track in Epidemic Sound or something, so at least you can still use the footage.
Exactly.
Just filming Mark should get you views.
Yes, absolutely.
And I tell you, I already know that there is no problem for Ingrid getting into heaven. She's going to be met at the gates. And they're going to go, oh, Saint Ingrid, right this way, please, right this way.
Immediately.
Okay. Immediately. Those of you that don't know, that's Mark's wife. So God bless Ingrid.
Yes.
God bless Ingrid. Yep.
Oh my God. That's got to be tiring.
Which is something that's a word that he doesn't understand, tiring. I've never seen him look like he was tired, slowing down. I mean, it could be 7 a.m. and he looks like he's ready to go. It could be 12 at night and he's still ready to go.
Yeah.
Well, what were we down? Was it Florida where he was? No, it was at your event. What was it, 10 o'clock at night? He was having tacos in the lobby.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. Yep.
God sakes.
And he never stopped, man. He never stopped. He really didn't. No. Yeah.
Nah. But
between him and Ray walking up to complete strangers.
Yeah.
No matter where you are, Ray's going to engage somebody in conversation and get a selfie.
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So, always interesting. A great cast of characters.
Yes,
that's the great cast of characters. One thing we don't have here that you guys have and that South Florida has is that one host hotel where you can just take over the lobby. That we really can't have here. There's too much going on here, right? Mm-hmm. But just sitting in the lobby, laughing for hours on end. That's part of the draw. That's part of.
Yeah. It's funny. I mean, like South Florida, somebody shows up with a bottle, sets it on the table, and they start drinking rum. And then somebody else comes in with some brisket and then leftovers, and it's just a whole who's editing videos on MacBooks, who's showing this, and who's flying drones,
who's building drones, right,
yes.
right.
Yep.
There's gadgets and food everywhere, guaranteed.
everywhere, everywhere, everywhere. And the one thing I won't do, because coming from fire service, I don't give anybody my room number.
Yeah,
Okay,
no.
I don't trust you.
It is crazy how many things end up either in or out of yeah.
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 Well, I mean, like those lamps that went missing and went for sale in that one room. I mean, I just don't know what
I don't
happened.
understand how that happened.
Yeah, my rock star days are over. I want to go unknown. Okay,
Yeah.
slink in, slink out. Okay.
Mhm.
I remember walking down the hallway with my key card, and then somebody else was walking down, and I walked right past them. I go, "Ooh, I forgot something downstairs." Yeah, you're not going to see what door I. Nah, I'm sorry. I traveled on the job a lot, and
Mhm.
if your buddies knew what room number you had, your whole world changed right there.
Yeah.
One of my buddies came back to his room. The entire room was outside the room, all the furniture.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
And again, I don't know how they got a credenza through the door, but they did. Okay. So,
Oh, jeez.
yeah. I can't deal with that anymore. Yeah.
Yeah, those days are gone for me too. I'm all set.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Irish goodbyes, the whole deal.
Yeah, it's sad because I feel I've matured. That's kind of sad to say at 67, huh? I finally matured. Yeah.
It was going to happen sooner or later, Tom. I mean, it happens.
Yeah, eventually. Yeah, eventually it happens. Exactly. My wife still doesn't believe it's happened, but again, okay.
Tom, thank you so much for being a phenomenal guest, as always, partner. You're just,
Thanks, John.
You know what I mean? Listen, you just bring it home every time you're on any show, and the stuff you've been putting out lately is fantastic. I really appreciate it. It just makes me want to do better because, I mean, my editing skills are horrible.
Oh, mine are nowhere. I mean, come on. None of us can be a Mark Fisher, but I look. I put it up just to share it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
And that's one of the things. I came from the best full-time, part-time job on the planet, and we all had side gigs, and I love being a photographer, and because I get to share those split seconds of my experience with others, and that's really brings me a great sense of enjoyment and accomplishment, is just seeing people comment and getting the views, and I still got my mirrorless cameras sitting there, and I still take them out occasionally.
Yep.
But when I first got into drones, and guys, I got into drones in 2012. Okay.
Wow.
And then being able to use cameras with them and all, and I just thought, man, that's the best tripod I own, is that drone.
Yep. Oh,
okay?
Yeah.
The best point of view. And I remember the first time I was flying with a friend. Okay, we had they Phantom 2s at the time.
Yep.
And I remember saying to my buddy, and we were in Queens, and I was flying my drone. I was about 200 feet up. And I said to my buddy, I said, "Where are you? What's your altitude?" And he goes, "I'm at 3,300 feet." And I was like, "Oh shit. No. We're in the flight path to LaGuardia Airport." Okay. Planes are passing overhead at about 1,200 to 1,400 feet on final. And I'm like, oh shit. And so, when Part 107 came out, I thought that was a wonderful thing. When the trust exam came out, I thought that was a fantastic thing. I just think what should have happened was there should have been a requirement to take a trust exam before you could activate the drone.
I say that all the time. I say that all the time.
That would be the best. But, hey, it is what it is. We hope we survive this situation that's going on right now. I posted something on Section 1709, okay, that I hope people pay attention to. If you can, go up to Drone Advocacy Alliance. We need people to comment on Section 1709 of the National Defense Act, Authorization Act, because, look, we know that there's not going to be an security audit done on DJI in time. We need that extension for 1709, that an audit and that an agency gets identified to conduct the audit. And by the way,
Yep.
I think every drone manufacturer should have to complete a 1709 security audit,
Yeah,
including
Sure.
U.S.
Absolutely.
made drones.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yep.
So enough said on the political side of the fence, guys. Thank you
Yep.
so much for having me on, and Bob
Have a
on.
great time. Thank you.
Josh, always a pleasure. John, same here, brother.
Absolutely,
Okay.
Tom. Thank you so much. And when you get out this way, let us know.
Absolutely.
All
I'll be
right.
dropping that dime.
You
Take
got
care,
it.
guys. Take care,
Thanks.
everybody in the chat.
Thank
Thanks,
you,
guys.
everyone, for extra hopping in here tonight. Hope everyone has a great evening. And hey, we'll see you guys next week.
Absolutely. We'll be doing something. God only knows what. Thanks, everybody, for watching, for hanging in there this long. Have a great week. Fly safe.